Autonomous for our final qualification match. Creative Minds launching artifacts into the blue goal. Not to Scale does the same thing on the Red Alliance. Creative Minds opening the blue gate and shooting 3 more artifacts into that blue classifier. And they make another 3.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And we enter the teleop period. Creative Minds opening the blue gate. Not to Scale shooting 2 artifacts at the same time towards the red goal for the far launch zone. Their partner, the Downtown School, looking to launch artifacts into the red goal from up close. And Not to Scale makes another 2 artifacts as their partner, the Downtown School, makes 1 as well. Meanwhile, Creative Minds continuing to launch artifact into that now full blue classifier. The Downtown School opening the Red Alliance gate and clearing out that classifier. And there is 1 minute left in this match as the Downtown School and Not to Scale both make attempts at the red goal, and one artifact makes it in. On the Blue Alliance, Hoi Koi making an artifact into the blue goal. Unfortunately, it looks like Creative Minds had some problems, but they're back now, so they open up the blue gate. Creative Minds resetting that swiveling mechanism to allow them to aim at the goal and launching artifacts in. Not to Scale launching artifacts from all the way back there into the red goal. And we enter our final endgame period. Teams may now attempt to return to base to earn additional points. Not to Scale with 2 artifacts into the red goal. Creative Minds with 2 of their own. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the replay of qualification match number 3.
What a nail biter, still too close to call. William will have the final scores coming up in just a minute. And the final scores are in with the Blue Alliance taking it with a score of 120 to the Red Alliance's 101.
7 of 20 today. 7462 launches a artifact into the chamber into the classifier for the Blue Alliance. This is from the far launch zone, as well as the Red Alliance scoring multiple artifacts into the red goal for the Red Alliance. Those were placed by 30611. 30611 is also in the launch line, with 7462 partially in the base zone.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we have now entered the teleop period of qualification match 7 of 20. The Red Alliance just opened their gate. We had multiple artifacts placed outside of the field. 2 artifacts into the blue classifier for the Blue Alliance, placed by 7462 from the far launch zone. .4042 and 7462 placing multiple artifacts into the blue goal. 4042 puts a artifact into the Red Alliance goal, and the Blue Alliance opens their gate. .2939 from the close launch zone with a purple artifact into the classifier. 7462 with a artifact into the blue classifier. .4042 with a blue artifact into the Red Alliance's goal. 7462 is launching multiple artifacts from the far launch zone. 30611 misses multiple artifacts for the Red Alliance. All right, we have now entered the endgame period with 7462 scoring multiple artifacts into the blue goal, and multiple robots are in the base zones for either alliance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that concludes qualification match 7 of 20.
Qualification match number 7. It is a win for the Blue Alliance with a score of 83 to the Red Alliance's 47. Great job, teams, in qualification match number 7. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, that begins the autonomous period of qualification match 9 of 20. 23305 with 6 artifacts into the red goal, as well as 9880 and its alliance partner 8628 with 6 as well. 23305 with 3 more artifacts into the red goal, as well as 8628 and 9880 working collaboratively to score.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, that begins the teleop period of qualification match 9. 9880 opens the blue gate. (8628) scores two artifacts into the blue goal. A purple artifact scored into the red goal by 23305. 2939 and 2939 with an artifact into the red goal. 8628 with 2 artifacts from the far launch zone for the Blue Alliance. A third artifact into the launch zone for the Blue Alliance, from the far launch zone for the Blue Alliance. An artifact placed by 23305 from the close launch zone. 9880 misses an artifact from the close launch zone. 8628, 23305 with 2 artifacts into the red goal. 8628 with 2 artifacts into the blue goal. 2939 misses an artifact, a green artifact for the Red Alliance. 9880 opens the gate. 2939 from the close launch zone launches a artifact into the red goal. 23305 with a green artifact into the red goal. 8628 with 3 artifacts for the Blue Alliance scored from the far launch zone. That begins the endgame period of qualification match 9. 23305 with 2 more artifacts scored in the endgame period. 9880 with a artifact into the blue goal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in the endgame period, we saw all robots attempting to park into the base zone.
Number 9, the winning team is the Red Alliance with a score of 118 to 109. Incredibly close match. Great job, everyone.
Down. 3, 2, 1, go!
And we're off into autonomous for qualification match number 11. Born to Build launching artifacts towards the blue goal, while Creative Minds launches artifacts in the closed launch zone for the Red Alliance. Creative Minds opening the red gate and launching more artifacts into the red goal. Creative Minds picking up another batch of artifacts from the loading zone and launching all 3 into the red goal.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And we enter teleop. Creative Minds opens the red gate. Chickenados gets a refill of artifacts from their loading zone. Non-standard deviation, launching artifacts towards the blue goal. Chickenados doing the same for the red goal. Looks like Born to Build is having some problems. We hope they can get that resolved shortly. Creative Minds with 2 artifacts into the red goal. Non-standard deviation with the launched artifact over the top of the blue goal. There is less than 1 minute left in this match as Chickenados launches an artifact that just misses the red goal. And that red classifier looks really full. Non-standard deviation with the artifact that just bounces out of the blue goal. And Red's gate has been opened and their classifier cleared. And we enter the endgame period. Teams may now attempt to return to bases for additional points. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that marks the end of qualification match number 11. Scores will be posted shortly.
And the scores are in for qualification match number 11 with the Red Alliance taking it with a final score of 103 to the Blue Alliance's score of 41. Congratulations and thank you. 2, 1, go!
And we enter Autonomous for qualification match number 13. Aftershock launching artifacts from the far launch zone into the blue goal, while their teammate Not to Scale does the same from up close. On the Red Alliance, Atomic Robotics launching artifacts into the red goal.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And we enter Teleop. Atomic Robotics launching an artifact from the depot into the red goal, and they open the red gate while their teammate Fruity Flames Duh launches artifacts into the red goal. Aftershock makes a long-range shot from the far launch zone into the blue goal. And that blue classifier looks full. Fruity Flames Duh gets a refill at their team's loading zone and is now launching artifacts towards the red goal while their teammate Atomic Robotics opens the gate. And on the Blue Alliance, Not to Scale opens the blue gate. Aftershock making full court shots into the blue goal. A little bit of a collision in center field as Not to Scale seems to push Fruity Flames Duh out of the way. And we have less than a minute left in this match. Aftershock opening the Blue Alliance gate. Aftershock launching artifacts into the blue goal. Again, some collisions on the field. Not to Scale pushes Atomic Robotics out of the way. Atomic Robotics launching from the depot into the red goal, and that red classifier looks full. And we enter the endgame period. Aftershock launching artifacts towards the blue goal, and they are matching the motif perfectly so far. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that concludes qualification match number 13.
For qualification match number 12, and the Red Alliance takes it with a score of 112 to Blue Alliance's score of 106. What a close match.
2, 1, go!
All right, that begins the autonomous period of qualification match 16 of 20. The Red Alliance scoring multiple artifacts from the far launch zone. 74-62 from the closer launch zone, launching 3 artifacts for the Blue Alliance. Unfortunately, these are not in the order of the motif.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we begun the teleop period quite quickly. A lot of artifacts outside of the field so far. The Red Alliance with an artifact inside of the classifier. The Red Alliance with another artifact inside of the classifier. Those are 2 purple artifacts. Three artifacts scored into the Red Alliance's goal. These were from the far launch zone. The Red Alliance opens their gate. This was 3:10:65. All right, we have an artifact in the blue goal. That was a purple artifact. A green artifact from the far launch zone. That was by 3:10:65. A purple artifact into the red classifier. That was also by 3:10:65 from the far launch zone. A purple artifact, 2 purple artifacts into the red goal from the far launch zone. And we have now entered the end game period of qualification match 16 of 20. We have robots parking in the base zones. 74-62 and 3:10:65. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That concludes qualification match 16 of 20.
The final score is in, and the winner is the Red Alliance, with an extremely close match, with the Red Alliance scoring 69 points to the Blue Alliance's 61 points. Incredible. 1, go!
All right, that begins the autonomous period of qualification match 17. We have the Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance with multiple artifacts into their classifiers. 2 purple artifacts into the red classifier. Also, multiple of those were placed from the far launch zone. 3805 with 3 overflows.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we've now entered the teleop period of qualification match 17 of 20, with 3805 opening their gate. 5619 launches multiple artifacts from the depot, along with 3805. To 1315 with multiple artifacts into the blue classifier, but they need to empty their classifier because they're going overflow. $56.19 with 2 more artifacts and a 3rd artifact into the blue classifier. 3805 does the same for the Red Alliance. These are all launched from the close launch zone. Multiple of them are also launched from the depot. 3805 also opens the red gate. We have multiple artifacts being launched from the depot and from the far launch zone for the Red Alliance by both 3805 and their alliance partner. 1315 also is launching from the depot for the Blue Alliance. 3805 Atomic Robotics with 2 artifacts into the red classifier. A third artifact into the red classifier. 5619 also placing multiple artifacts into the blue team's goal. 21315 is parking in the base zone. We've now entered the endgame period of qualification match 17 with multiple artifacts being placed into the red goal. 21315 with multiple artifacts, one of them going overflow. 3805 also 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That concludes qualification match 17. We can see multiple robots parking in the base zones.
Scores are in. The winner is the Red Alliance with a score of 135 to Blue Alliance's 106. Another great close game. Great job to all teams. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we've now entered the autonomous period for qualification match 19. We can see both alliances attempting to shoot from the far launch zone, but blue is the only one that scored, and they scored 4 artifacts into their goal. 31065 with 2 more artifacts into the blue chamber classifier. All right, the robots have stopped motion.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we've now entered the teleop period of qualification match 19 of 20. 2939 with bounces an artifact for the Red Alliance, almost into the goal. Not a lot of launching happening right now. Into the goals, I mean. All right, we have an artifact into the red goal. 2939 with another artifact. Actually, it bounced. These are all done for the close launch zone. We have 2 artifacts into the red classifier, a third artifact into the red classifier, a 4th artifact into the red classifier. Those are all by 2939 in the main launch zone. (8628) as well as 31065 for opposing alliances, aiming from the close and far launch zones. 31065 with an artifact from the far launch zone, as well as 8628 with an artifact from not a launch zone. 8628 from the close launch zone, scoring 2 artifacts. A third artifact. We've now entered the endgame period. Another overflow artifact for the Red Alliance. Another overflow artifact for the Red Alliance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That concludes qualification match 19. We can also...
Right. The winner of match 19 is the Red Alliance with 69 points to Blue Alliance's 55 points. Great job, both teams, in our penultimate 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we've now entered the autonomous period of qualification match 20 of 20 with 213 scoring multiple artifacts from the depot, as well as 9880 scoring multiple artifacts from the far launch zone. Their alliance partner 5619 scores multiple artifacts for the Red Alliance into the red goal. 9880 with multiple artifacts from the far launch zone for the Red Alliance. 21315 misses a few artifacts.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, that begins the teleop period with 9880 opening the gate for the Red Alliance. (21315) at the depot scoring multiple artifacts for the Blue Alliance. 9880 in the launch zone scoring multiple artifacts for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner 5619 scoring multiple artifacts from the depot for the Red Alliance. The Blue Alliance also opens their gate. 9880 scores multiple artifacts into the red goal. This is from the main launch zone. 5619, their alliance partner opens the gate to empty the artifacts. 21315 with multiple artifacts into the goal for the Blue Alliance. 9880 with multiple artifacts into the red goal. 21315 with an artifact into the blue goal. An artifact from the far launch zone for the Blue Alliance, 2 of those. 9880 with multiple artifacts into the red goal. Excuse me, 1 artifact into the red goal. Two artifacts were missed from the far launch zone for the Blue Alliance. 1 gets in, as well as 9880 placing multiple. And that is our endgame period for qualification match 20 of 20 with multiple robots scoring artifacts for both alliances. 1 from the far launch zone for the Blue Alliance. That was done by 7462. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that concludes qualification match 20 of 20.
And the scores are in for qualification match number 20 with a Red Alliance victory. 112 points to Blue Alliance's 94 points. An amazingly close match. Great job to these teams and